Our next agenda item is consideration of applications for clemency or pardon. And our first case on the docket this morning is that of Mr. Richard Coon. And Mr. Coon is housed at Rayburn Correctional Center. So that is our first remote location. So Warden, would you and your staff introduce yourself, please, for the record?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Warden Travis Day.
Keith Baker, Deputy Warden.
Kristen Herbert, records. Tracy Staley, classifications.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Coon, would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number, please.
Richard Coon, 40-30-75.
All right, and let me acknowledge that you have some folks there, I believe, with you today. You have Roy Coon, your brother, Donald Coon, your uncle, and your son, Richard Coon II. And all of those people want to speak, and we'll call on them shortly to do so, sir. We also have here with us in Baton Rouge, representing the victim, Mr. Michael Tebow, and he's going to also be speaking. And then also joining us by Zoom is from the District Attorney's Office. We have Mr. Butch Wilson, and he'll say a few words also. First, Mr. Coon, let me read some identifying information into the record, sir. Mr. Coon, you're classified as a second felony offender. You were sentenced in Washington Parish in June of 2013 for a manslaughter conviction. You received a 25-year sentence. You don't earn good time, but your parole eligibility date is June 16, 2032. Is that information correct, sir?
Best of my knowledge, yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Coon, your case was assigned to Mr. Tillis, but before I turn it over to him, we want to hear from you and your guest. Tell us, sir, what led you to prison and why do you think we should vote favorably for you today?
I realized I was living a life that wasn't favorable to society. Doing things I shouldn't have done, which I'm terribly sorry for. I get to prison and I seen where I was messing up. I've taken these classes, self-help classes, and realized I needed to straighten my life out. It was in turmoil, and my dad passed away in 14, so I gave my life to God, Jesus Christ, and getting into these classes and seeing what error of my ways and hanging around positive people to keep me focused and on the right path. And I got them grandbabies. I want to get out there and mentor them and other young children and let them know that there's a better way to life than, just make smart decisions. And a lot of things going on. I'd like to try to keep them out of trouble. If I could say one thing to one kid, keep them out of trouble, that would be the way I'd like to go.
Thank you, sir. Warden, is there anything you can add about Mr. Coon?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna let Warden Bickham speak, but just to say a few words, looking at his record and knowing Richard and seeing what he does around here, he's pretty much a model inmate and does a lot of things for the institution.
Richard has gone through cancer. Throughout the time he was going through cancer, he wouldn't take a duty status. He kept a regular job. Even now, through all of that, he's come back with a colostomy bag. He's refused the duty status. He's working as a trustee in maintenance. He's in church like clockwork. You can see him in there doing that. And he's remained, somebody's gone through as much trial as he has here. He's been positive throughout the whole thing. And he's, like Warden Day said, he's been a model inmate the whole time he's been here.
Thank you. We appreciate that information. So, Mr. Coon, we'd like to hear from the folks who are there with you, who want to speak on your behalf. And first, I think I don't know if they have any planned order. If not, we'd like to hear from your son first.
How y'all doing? Thank y'all for the time. My name is Richard Coon II. This is my father. We're here for him. I know he has changed. I've seen a change in him over the past couple of years. He's got grandkids. I know he wants to be a part of their life. It's rough coming to visit with him during, weekends and all. It'll be a great thing for him and our family if we can have him outside of these walls. I've spoke with several folks in and out that have been in this facility, inmates that done been out, and they said, my dad's been a great mentor to them. And all these are peers my age, younger fellas. They told me that my dad's been doing great things, and they're ready to, see him get out as well. I'd like, time's limited, and what time he has left to be able to enjoy it with his family and friends and these grandbabies.
Yes, sir. We appreciate hearing from you. All right. Y'all can decide who's next. Just come up and introduce yourself and tell us what you'd like us to know.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Donald Coon. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to represent my nephew, Richard. I'm retired United States Air Force, and also I'm commander of the American Legion in Bogalusa. And that way, I know a lot of people in Bogalusa that already offered him jobs, some opportunities hopefully when he gets out. We got jobs at the American Legion. We're gonna keep him busy, and I've been coming to see him ever since he's been here at least once a month, and his attitude has changed drastically for the better. And he's just better to be around, better to talk to, just a different person. He's always been a good guy, but he messed up. He knows that now, and I know he's remorseful for that. But I think it'd be very productive if he goes back to society, and I think he's gonna make a very good citizen. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Good morning. My name's Roy Coon. I'm a resident of Lafayette, and myself, I'm a retired Army veteran with over 24 years. And obviously, I know this young man. He's a little older than I am, but I still call him a young man. He made some bad choices in life, and some that I wasn't proud of, and I know he's not proud of. And he's very remorseful from the conversations that we've had, many different conversations. But the most important thing is that he gave his life to Jesus, and to me, that means everything, regardless of the outcome of this hearing. I know where his soul's bound, and that's the most important thing for anybody in this world. But I do know that he'll be a successful member of society, just based off of the things that I've noticed with him and witnessed, sharing the word of Christ with him and the things that he shared with me. I really truly believe that he'll be a good member of society this time, and he'll never go back to the life that he once had, and nobody wants that, and I don't think he ever will either. And I'd like to thank each one of you for taking the time out, for allowing us all to come here and speak on his behalf, because that means a lot. A lot of people don't get that opportunity, and thank the warden and the deputy warden for their time as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, now we'll hear from the opposition. Could Mr. Michael Tebow, please?
Yes, hi, I'm Michael Tebow, Joe Tebow's brother. And this incident has caused a lot of pain for both myself and my family. My other brother my parents. My dad was devastated by this. We all never really got to say goodbye. It's been very difficult, and it was also difficult for the 5 years that we went through this, waiting for an outcome. It's taken its toll on everyone. I've tried to help with his children. I actually adopted one of them for a couple of years, and it was a challenge. But I kind of, what I just saw on the screen has really impacted me, because I myself have given my life to Christ. And that's one thing I can relate with, and I know that Jesus came here to forgive us, and grace is something that is not earned, it's free. And I don't know, I came here to oppose, but when I saw what I saw in my heart, I say that it seems genuine to me that Jesus has impacted Richard's life, and the pain that I have, and I still have, when I hear a song that my brother and I say, it hurts, it does, but I hope that it probably hurt God when he gave his son to for forgiveness. So I kind of am not here to oppose anymore. I'm here to say that I think that maybe Richard deserves a second chance. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. We have Mr. Butch Wilson from the DA's office on Zoom.
Hello?
Yep, there you are. We hear you.
Can you see me?
No, sir, we can't see you.
Okay, I don't know why this video. Let's see. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I apologize for that. I'm messing with my iPhone. I can appreciate what the gentleman just said, and I'll be very brief. I know you folks have a very difficult job and tough decisions to make on cases like this. I just would point out, I think it needs to be said that this crime, which was a terrible crime, the victim in this case died of a ruptured spleen. He was beaten and kicked to death over allegedly a stolen checkbook. This man could have done what law-abiding citizens do and called the police if he thought that this acquaintance of his, who he then killed, had done something wrong, and he chose not to do that. He chose to act viciously. And this is the fact that sticks with me. This was not a youthful indiscretion. This man, this offender, was, I believe, 46, 47 years old when this awful crime occurred. This wasn't a couple of kids getting drunk and getting into a brawl. He knew what he was doing. And I just don't know. I mean, I can appreciate what the gentleman just said a moment ago, but I know for myself and on behalf of the district attorney's office and on behalf of law enforcement, we cannot trust someone who acts out like this well into their adult years, not acting out in this fashion. That's about all I have to say about this.
Yes, sir. We appreciate hearing from the DA's office.
Thank you.
Mr. Kuhn, as I said, your case was assigned to Mr. Tillis, so would you answer any questions he has?
Good morning, Mr. Kuhn. How are you?
Pretty good.
What are some of the classes that you've been taking since you've been incarcerated?
Pre-release, Reparation, Living in Balance, Celebrate Recovery, AANA, Avow, SERP. I have quite a few.
Which one impact you the most or influence you the most?
I would say Celebrate Recovery.
I read through your case and you were drinking at the time on drugs.
Sir,
When I went through your case, I saw when this happened, you were drinking, you were on drugs.
yes, sir, I was drinking beer, a couple of beers.
A couple of beers.
Yes.
Okay. I have no more questions.
What is the doctor's prognosis for Mr. Coon? What is his current condition?
He's stable. He has his colostomy, but he has follow-up medical appointments that he'll be going to periodically, and he's followed here by the doctor and nurse practitioner in the chronic clinics.
Okay, thank you.
So, Mr. Coon, how old are you?
64,
And how much time have you done?
14 and a half.
And I misspoke earlier. I said you're not eligible for good time, but you do have a good time date, which is in March of 2035. Your parole eligibility date is in June of 2032. Generally, when we see somebody come before the pardon board, we would give them relief through parole eligibility. You already have that. What is it that you're seeking today? Specific.
I would pray that y'all could commute my sentence to knock off some years for me.
And so I have one more question. In all the classes, and you have taken quite a bit, did you take victim awareness?
Yes, ma'am.
And how did that affect you? What did you learn in that class?
It reminded me a lot of my failures, where I was wrong and things I was doing wrong. I became aware of it, and try to correct it. And like I say, I stay around positive people and they help me focus on what I need to do to correct that problem. They can keep me held accountable.
How many victims do you have?
Just that one in this particular case.
All right. I don't have any other questions. Ms. Stapleton?
Yeah, I do. When you were asked how many victims do you have in the victims awareness class, they teach you that you have multiple victims. You just heard from the brother, he's your victim also.
I'm sorry.
Children, and I guess that's coming to mind now. So I don't understand. I really don't. When people are way too old to be doing this and they're in their 20s, they said they were foolish and young, and they really weren't. But you were in your 40s, and the rage that you got over that checkbook, and yes, you dragged the man out of the truck. You were kicking him. You were brutal to him. And he died from the complications of a ruptured spleen, but he had real fractures. His head showed layers of contusions. And I heard his brother and talk about mercy and grace, and that's true. But actually, you got mercy and grace when you got sentenced to 25 years or something like that. That's my take on it. I don't have any questions.
All right. I don't see any other questions. I think you're prepared to vote.
Yes.
Mr. Tillis?
Mr. Coon, due to strong law enforcement opposition and the length of time you've served, my vote's going to be to deny.
Mrs. Stapleton?
Concur with Mr. Tillis for the same reasons.
Mr. Prater?
I'm willing to give you a shot, but you can't get it with the votes now. And so I applaud you for what you've done. I especially applaud the gentleman that spoke here about his faith. And he lives it. He doesn't just talk it. So I applaud him for what he said. My vote would be to give you a shot at it. That's it.
Mr. Freeman?
My vote is to commute the sentence to 20 years with immediate parole eligibility. You've done a great job in prison. And Mr. Tebow, I also applaud you for coming here and speaking with us. Your speaking to us really made the difference in my vote.
All right, Mr. Coon, based on what both of the wardens there had to say and what Mr. Tebow here with us had to say, my vote today also would be to commute your sentence to 20 years with immediate parole eligibility. However, it takes 4 light votes, sir, to get a favorable outcome. And you didn't get that today, so that the result of today's proceeding is that your application has been denied, sir. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Warden, thank you for accommodating us. We're going to sign off 9:31.